Hey, it's Alex with Lover Fighter Writer, and welcome to this ClosersCopy Longform tutorial. This is the new Longform experience, which is currently in beta, but it's very effective. I mean, it's obviously not perfect yet. Nico is still working on putting it together and polishing it up, but I just watched his tutorial on it, and I tested it out quite a bit. I wrote about 850 words, as you can see down here, in this document using it. And now I'm ready to kind of walk you through the process and show you exactly how to use it. So let's get into how to use Longform. So basically there are three parts. So you come over here on the left, you get your Longform, pops up on the right, and there is the tools section, there is the transitions section, and there is the write section. Now, write and transitions are basically the old Longform experience. So the write section is where you can put a brief in here if you want. So I could say something like, write a blog post teaching the best link building techniques and strategies for beginners, something like that. And then I can set the kind of creativity that I want it to use, and I can set the length that I want it to be, and then I can just hit the write for me button, but I don't, okay, I do have enough words in there, I wasn't sure. So it's just going to write based on everything above the cursor in the document, and based on the brief, it's just going to write. So you can see it's no secret that link building is one of the most important parts of any online business. That's why you should always be doing your best to find ways to generate backlinks to your website. So it knows what I'm talking about, and it started writing a few different versions of this. And that is basically the write function in a nutshell. There are a few other ways that you can use write, but they are being quickly replaced by the tools section. So I want to get there as quickly as possible. Transitions is basically similar to write, except when you use it, it automatically puts in the word that you click on. So let's say if I add this, and then I come back here, and I can go to furthermore, and it's going to look at everything here. It's going to add the word furthermore, and then it's going to write from there. So it basically should continue the idea. Furthermore, you should be focusing on quality over quantity. Quality is the best way to build a solid reputation in the search engines. This post will teach you how to build quality backlinks. So that's not bad. And it's, you see what I mean? It used the word furthermore, and then it continued the idea. So that is kind of the old parts of Longform. And now let's get on to the more exciting bit, which is the new part. So I'm just going to move this down and come back to just having my topic, which is a link building tutorial for beginners. And so there are all these tools, and they all require, except for brief, they all require two things. They need highlighted text in the document, and they need some content in the brief. And the reason that the brief doesn't require a brief is because you can use it to write the brief. So if I highlight this and then I say brief, it's going to generate a short kind of description of what I'm writing about, and I can use that in here. In this post, we discussed the importance of link building and how to go about doing it. In this article, we will be all these different briefs, but I'm going to use the one that I wrote. And so that is kind of how it works. And now that we have a content in here and we have a brief, we can use the rest of the tools, except for paragraph, because paragraph requires a bit more content now. All of the tools require at least, I think it's 5 words. So yeah, you need to select between 5 to 30 words. So when I select all 5 of these words, I can use all of these tools except for paragraph. Paragraph requires that you select between 30 to 100 words. So basically when you're using paragraph, you select a paragraph and then hit paragraph, and it writes the next part. But we'll get to that in a moment. So for now, we're just going to generate a headline using the headline tool. So I'm just going to select my topic and hit the headline generator. And this has been working really nicely for me. These are kind of longer headlines for the most part, but you can shorten them down, of course. Let's see here. The ultimate guide to link building for beginners with examples, tips, and tricks. I like that. If you're a beginner at link building, this is the definitive guide for you. Cool, we'll use that. And we'll just get rid of these. And just in case you're wondering, if you're not sure how many words you're selecting or whatever, and you're not aware, you can look down here. So I see 6 out of 941 words. I have 6 words selected. If I select 3 words, it's 3 out of 941. So just in case you didn't know that, that's a really useful, and it has the characters as well. So like when I'm making a title for a blog post, it needs to be 59 characters or less for SEO purposes. So I can select this and see how much characters it is. So basically I can see that I can use this. Ultimate guide to link building for beginners with examples. How much is that again? That's 59. Okay, so I can use that for now. Might change that later, but for now we'll just work with this. So I'll make this an H1. And as Nico points out, the formatting doesn't matter for the AI, but it does kind of matter for the way that we think about it. So anyways, I don't like this as much, so I'm just going to delete that. And then we will move on to an outline. So we can generate a outline for the blog post using the outline tool, just by having the brief and by highlighting the title. And so this should give us like a list of subheadings that we can use, and kind of work from there using the next few tools. Step 1, build backlinks. That's not very helpful, really. Let's see. That's actually kind of okay. It's missing, obviously, some important parts. I think this is probably the best one right here. Yeah. So we'll work with those two. Now we've got kind of an outline, and I'm just going to remove all these numbers. All right. So now we've got some ideas for an outline, and I'll just add in the, of course, what is link building, because of course we have to have what is link building heading. And so now we just kind of move on to the next long form tools. So again, I will highlight the title, and I'm going to use introduction this time. And of course, remember that you can change the brief if you want to have a bit of a different, if you want to have a bit of a different feel or a bit of a different instruction for different parts, then you can absolutely change the brief at any time. So now we've got an introduction. Now most of the time I would probably use one of my frameworks, like a copywriting framework like AIDA, to write the intro, but we're just going to use this for now. If you're new to the world of link building, you're in luck. In this post, I'm going to show you how to build links effectively, but if you've already been at it for a while and you want to know how to do it even better, then keep reading. Link building is a great way to generate more traffic and higher rankings on search engines, but it can be a challenge if you don't know what you're doing. In this post, we'll show you the best link building strategies and explain how to do them. That's pretty good. So we'll use that, and we will make this an H2 and move on. So let's see here. So I wonder if I select all of this, the heading and the paragraph, I wonder if that'll work well. I'm not sure. I don't think that I saw Nico do this in his tutorial. He was just selecting a paragraph and letting it write the next paragraph. But we'll see how this works. And if it doesn't, then we will probably use the explain tool, because I think that would make sense. And that's kind of the cool thing about this setup, is that you can test different tools on the same parts until you get what you want. All right, link building is the process of getting other websites to link to your website. This helps your website rank higher in the search engine and get more traffic to your website. Saying website a lot. Wow, this is long. All right, I think this first one is the best, so we're going to take that. You can use many different techniques to build links to your website. Some of these include guest blogging, social media sharing, and content marketing. Why is link building important? We'll give that an H3. And let's see. I could use paragraph again, but I want to show a different one. So we're just going to highlight why is link building important, and we will try explain. Coffee's good. In order to have a successful website, it must be linked to by other websites. Link building is the process of getting other websites to link to your website. A link is a way of getting traffic from another website. I don't love any of these, so let's try the paragraph tool again on that one and see if that comes up with something a little bit better. Actually, I might try bullets on this. That would be an interesting one, because it's good to use bullets in blog posts, and it could just be like, here's a quick overview of why link building is important. Holy crap. Definitely needs to dial in these templates a little bit. Wow. Let's see. We'll just maybe take the first paragraph of this. Link building is important because it helps your website rank higher in the search engine. It also brings more visitors to your website. If you don't have links to your website, you will not get as much traffic as you would like. You should try to get links to your website as soon as possible. You can do this by writing articles and submitting them to article directories. That's old-fashioned. We're not going to say that. He is getting them to say yes. All right, we'll move on to this one. Interesting. I think I'm going to delete this. Basics of link building. And let's go with try listicle. See if that gives us something good. And if not, then we'll probably go with bullets. Or actually, tutorial would make a lot of sense. Don't know why I didn't think of that. We'll try them all. We'll go nuts. So this is pretty cool. It's actually a lot like using the workflows, but it's a little bit more point and click, and it's a little bit, obviously there are more options than in the workflows as well. Let's see here. Basics of link building. Okay. What did we use that time? We used listicle. Let's try a tutorial. I think that one makes the most sense. And this usually gives like a step-by-step process, like step 1, step 2, step 3. Here we go. Make a list of the best link building strategies. Make a list of the best link building resources. Start by finding out what keywords people are using to find your site. What terms are you ranking for? What are you currently doing to get links from other sites? Lots of really interesting pieces here. I'm going to go with this one though. So actually that doesn't make a lot of sense. So we'll delete that, and we'll try. Let's just try bullets. See what it shoots out, if you know what I mean. Bullets. This could be good. This could be good. Or not. Learn the basics of link building. Basics of link building. What do I want it to do? Maybe we'll try the paragraph trick again. So I'm going to select the heading and the paragraph above and hit paragraph. And we'll just see if that works any better. So basically, I really just want like a transition paragraph here. Just kind of want like something to move into, how to choose the right links. Should probably add a heading about the best link building methods. I think that would make sense. Wow, it outputs really largely varied amounts of text. It's pretty crazy. I like the way this one's shaping up. It's important to know what kind of links you want. You need to make sure that the links you get are high quality and relevant. You can do this by asking your website host to give you a list of all the websites that link to your website. Nope. You can do this by using software to get a list of all the websites that link to your website. You can also ask other websites to link to your website. You can do this by writing an article or blog post that is about a topic that's relevant to your website. The more links you get, the more visitors you will get. Okay, so it's not super high level or anything, but it's kind of functional. So I would definitely rewrite this, I think, but we're going to move on. Let's see, what else have we not used yet? How to choose the right links. We've used most of them at this point. Just hit FAQ and see what it comes up with. So frequently asked questions, I would think. This one would probably work better with the title. Using the title in order to generate frequently asked questions, because I usually include a frequently asked questions section at the bottom of my blog posts, and they're just like frequently asked questions related to the entire article that didn't really fall anywhere else in the structure. And so this is probably a good way to generate those, but we're just trying it with this to see what comes out. How to choose the right links. Oh, hopefully I didn't break it there. Wow, that's a lot of questions. So yeah, it just gave me a list of questions and also answers, it looks like. What are the different types of links? There are two main types of links, internal and external. Internal links link, that's correct. All right, let's actually try. So I think I've used most of them other than command. I don't think that Nico actually covered command in his tutorial, but from what I've seen, it basically works like an inline command. So you would write something like write a step-by-step tutorial for choosing the right links, and then you would highlight that, and hit Command, and we'll just see what this turns out. So I think this is where I'm going to wrap the tutorial up after this one, because we've been through how to use the write function, we've been through how to use the transitions function, and we've been through either most or all of these options here. And as you can see, it's quite powerful. There's a lot of different, I guess I didn't use benefits or drawbacks, but I think it's pretty clear what those are for. Let's see. Yeah, so actually that worked perfectly. I wrote write a step-by-step tutorial for choosing the right links, and I hit Command, and that's what it wrote. When you write a blog post, you want to make sure that the reader can find your content easily. That means you can choose the right links to link to your posts. So where a good SEO strategy comes in handy. Step 1, step 2, step 3. So it wrote what I asked it to write. And that's not going to work for everything, but it'll probably work for most things. I tested that a few times with different commands, and it was giving me some pretty good stuff. So anyways, that is how to use the new long form experience on ClosersCopy. Let me know if there's anything particular that you want to see about this. I'm probably not going to make too many tutorials about this right now because I know it's just in beta and it's going to continue to evolve. But once it's solidified a little bit more, then we'll definitely dig into long form and how to use that. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.